Everybody follow me. Over here. Oh, the train will take up till he's at 10,000 times. They march right up to the top of the hill, and they march right down again. And they marched and marched and marched, and they marched and marched and marched. They marched right up to the top of the hill, and they marched right down again.
Hello, I'm Georgia Abbott, the owner and director of the Children's School of Music, and today I want to talk to you about three curriculums that we have here specifically that are our earliest childhood programs. Baby Harmony, Toddler Tunes, and our preschool series, which is called Music and Me. So basically we're talking about ages 6 months through about age 3 or 4 for most preschoolers. And I think most parents that make a decision to come here are looking for the development of musicianship in their children. They're committed to music, the joy of music in their families. Perhaps many of our parents are musicians themselves and grew up studying music in one way or another, and are committed to developing that skill with their children. It is true that we can begin this process really early, and at the Children's School of Music we have expertise in early childhood music. That's really what we do that differentiates us. Our curriculum, Harmony Road, as I said, starts as early as 6 months old. What I wanted to start with is to explain a little bit about the underpinnings of the curriculum and what's really going on in the process. No question, we want children to be joyful and have fun here. That is absolutely essential. It is why we have parent involvement here in the school. Parents stay with the children here at the school during the music lesson. And siblings are welcome at the music school, because siblings can either be big sisters and big brothers to the process, or even the littlest babies are absorbing the musical process while they're here in the classroom. So to talk about these underpinnings for a minute, you know, as well as having a joyful and fun experience, we have a skill set that is going on in the classroom while the curriculum is going on. Now, parents are probably the most cognizant of this, and for the children, it's no never mind to them. We don't need to bother them with the skill set that we're developing. They'll absorb it right in the middle of their musical play and experience. One would be singing. Singing is critical. It connects the auditory processes to the vocal process, and good pitch development must occur before the age of 9, so that pitch is right on, and that skill is developed at a very young age. So joyful singing is something that is done in the class, and the use of solfege, which is do, re, mi, fa, sol, is used, and particularly as we go into preschool ages, the children are very able to understand that do, re, and mi are actually connected to the keyboard and to the notes that they begin to read in what we call music reading readiness. Additionally, rhythm development is critical. So although at very young ages it looks like crazy musical rhythmic play, we are developing rhythm and a good rhythmic sense, and it's very kinetic. So we are developing gross motor skills within both hands, within the body, and it looks like a lot of fun, and it's a little bit loud, but over time they develop that skill, and amazingly by age 2 can have very, very good rhythm. And in addition to that, keyboard geography, the use of the piano in the curriculum is very, very important. We believe here at the Children's School that the piano is really the base instrument to developing all instrumentation, whether the child chooses to play violin, clarinet, flute, as they get older, guitar, which we offer here as well. But the piano is the base instrument to understand all good musical reading and pedagogy, and understanding the highest notes and the lowest. The geography that's taught for babies then is black keys against white, understanding the difference in those two colors, And basically that high notes are very high, low are very low, which starts to geographically lay out the staff, the musical staff. Then of course at the keyboard as well, we're developing fine motor skill, using all fingers on the hands and getting them ready to play the piano, which can occur between about 4 and 5 years old. So at the Children's School of Music, we really feel that we are right on the mark for the kind of education that we think is best for total musicianship. The combination of piano and singing and rhythm, we think is training some of the most joyful and enthusiastic musicians. For over 10 years now, we've raised a generation of musicians who now play in high school jazz bands and marching bands, who play guitar, who sing, who are in theater, in choral groups. And we think that the way that we have contributed to their joy and love and skill for music is really a really special thing. Okay, what do you think about that?